Honestly, it's like sitting next to Neanderthal man. Right, Maltesers, Twix. So do my few Twix on my sleeve joke.
No.
Okay.
I was actually writing some jokes earlier and I brought the wrong pad.
I forgot to bring the good jokes.
The prime cuts.
Exactly.
The ratings will go through the roof.
Brilliant.
Either that or we'll get a massive amount of complaints and never see the inside of a studio again. You ready, Greg? Yeah?
Here's Jason Mohammad in that famous Cardiff City shirt. He'll be the one to take the free kick, stands over the ball, 25 yards out. Bellamy to his right, curls it. Oh my word, what a finish! A beauty from Mohammad. Keeper absolutely no chance.
So here we go at Craven Cottage, a cold and frosty New Year's Day, and it is Fulham who get us underway. And Hamill picks up the ball and shoots. What a goal! Past the Mansfield Town keeper Jason Trinder and into the top corner with only 7 seconds on the clock. Trinder was still waving to the fans. That has to be a record. Fulham lead 1-0.
Cardiff City on the attack down the right-hand side here in Indian Park, heading towards the Grange end. Talisman Phil Stant has the ball, looking for Robbie James, passes it back, finds Robbie James. Now Robbie James is looking for somebody. He crosses in, he finds somebody. It's Andy Gorman, bullet header, back of the net. Andy Gorman scores for Cardiff City in front of the Grange end, and they're bouncing around like Zebedee.
Hello and welcome once again to Abitablue, the biggest and the best sports football comedy, call it what you will, podcast with me, Jason Trinder.
Me, Andy Gorman.
And as our regular listener will know, we usually at this point hear the gravelled but unmistakable voice of Mr. Jason Mohammad. However,
might be
he's just come back off a 3-week stint presenting the Olympics.
Did he?
As we all know, for the BBC. So we thought we'd say, Jason, go away, mate. Go and have some time off, recharge, immerse yourself in the best book about sporting stats you can find, and come back at the end of August, like, fully revitalised, because we're good like that. So that's what he's done.
August 2027.
So have a nice time, JM. We look forward with the family and everything like that. So we look forward to seeing you back here very soon. Back here.
But?
Because I don't know about you, Andrew.
What?
But I think he put a shift in over the Olympics. I mean, just deciding which colour blazer to wear each day kept me entertained anyway, but it must have been stressful for him.
Did you also notice he had the same shoes on for 3 weeks?
No, I didn't notice that.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
We probably wore him to bed.
Anyway, fear not, you, the listener. As always, we've dug deep into our Olympic-sized talent pool, and we've got another extra special celebrity guest host to join us for this special World of Sport edition of the Abitablue podcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the extremely funny comedian, actor, writer. You will all know him from the programmes such as the incredibly funny BBC Wales sitcom Tourist Trap. How funny was that, by the way? 3 sold-out solo shows at the iconic Wales Millennium Centre, and he's about to do another one as well in Cardiff. He's recently presented on the Six Nations, Sin Bin, Wales Big Kickoff, Wales Live. He's also the creator of his own podcast, A Moment of Truth, so we'll talk about that. But please give it up for Mr. Leroy Brito!
Hello.
Get in,
Just to correct you, it was the coffee shop in the Wales Millennium Centre. It wasn't the big room.
Oh, so right, just the coffee shop.
Yeah, just
so
you're
right,
not...
okay.
Yeah,
that's quite a nice... I've been in there.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good. They do quite a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah. Occasionally comedy.
I didn't see you there.
You can tell us the menu now, can you?
So it's great, listen, great to have you here, Leroy.
Brilliant.
Settle in, relax. You're amongst comedy people here. So, you're welcome. But seriously, thanks very much for agreeing to do this, because, trust me, when I say we've had some knockbacks, Kay, Coogan, Bryden, Boyce, you know who you are, but legend, you said, when I asked you, Dodd, said, bring it on, boys, let's do it. So thanks very much. Great to have you here. How you been doing?
Yeah, very good. I've had a little bit of a cold, but I'm all right. I've manned up on that. So yeah, I'm all right, man.
So you did 2 shows over the weekend?
Yeah, the Glee. I
Yeah.
was at the Glee last Friday and
Amazing.
Saturday. So yeah, it's nice because they've removed all the social distancing, so it's like people are sweaty and shouting next to each other.
That's like being in here.
Yeah. Pretty an audience here.
Yeah, so I mean, back at the Glee Club, that must have been really good, especially with all the restrictions sort of gone away. Full house.
Yeah, because
Well.
the first time I did it a few months ago, it was like socially distanced and everything, and it was nice, but it was just the energy wasn't there. But it was just like a normal night at the Glee, so it was wicked. It was really, really good.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, and you're no stranger to the odd podcast.
Yeah, I did a podcast last year. Yeah.
Moment of Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And obviously that was during lockdown when everybody was sort of at home twiddling their thumbs. But you had some some great guests on there: Andy Campbell, Josh Navidi, Colin Jackson.
Yeah. I had some really good
had fun with
guys
that.
on there. I loved it. But as you guys know, it's just so much effort doing a podcast every single week.
Well, it is.
I just clocked out at episode 10. I thought people may think it's done then.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens next
Well,
year.
it is an effort, but thankfully, Greg here at our lovely studio here in Crank gives us Maltesers.
Yeah.
Sam Pellegrino, I'm reluctant to give them another shout out because as yet we have not received any delivery, have we yet, Greg?
No.
Of Sam Pellegrino.
Go with the
Not yet.
Fanta Lemon instead.
Yeah, we might go with
yeah.
another brand. If you've got a brand out there that you want us to promote, with Maltesers,
Panda Pops.
Panda Pops, Corona. No, let's not go there. We get well looked after here. So it's great to have you. You're a big basketball fan as well.
Yes, massive NBA fan. I relapsed for a few years and then went back into it about 4 years ago, and I love it.
Who's your team?
I'm a Lakers.
Lakers.
Yes, it's Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Magic Johnson if he's listening. It was
his birthday the other day.
His birthday the other day.
Yeah.
Good knowledge.
Yes.
Right now.
I did tweet. I think
Yeah,
you
I did.
liked my tweet.
That's how I knew.
He's only started liking my tweets since I said yes to the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's one of those.
One of
I've
those,
known him
is
for
he?
years as well.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I
I
mean?
don't know about he normally watches the Magic Roundabout. I don't know about Magic Johnson.
He's always around the Magic roundabout. isn't he?
But he would be quite good at basketball. He's always dribbling and he loves Dunkin' Donuts. And also he's a traveller, gypsy blood and all that. So
Half Irish.
Yeah, half Irish. But I did have a soft spot for basketball myself. But I remember, was it NBA Street I used to play on the old...
NBA Jam?
NBA Jam, was it? Or NBA Street? I can't know. But I used to...
There's only one jammy, like.
It was 2-on-2, wasn't it, NBA Jam?
I think was Street different? I think
I
Street
don't know.
you could have
I don't
5.
know. Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
How old are you, though, Jay? Exactly.
During the war.
It was Clyde Drexler.
Yes, yeah.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
And Jordan, Shaq and all that.
Oh,
Magic,
okay.
yeah.
So you're talking like early
Meadowlark
90s.
Lemon.
Who?
Do you remember him?
That was a cocktail, wasn't it?
Meadowlark Lemon.
Never heard of
Come
it.
on.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Meadowlark Lemon, the Harlem Globetrotters.
No, I've never been into the Globetrotters.
I went to see them
Did
at the
you?
CIA once. The best show I've ever been to. They are incredible. But Meadowlark Lemon was the big, obviously they're all tall, the basketball players. I think there was one smaller guy, but
Yeah.
for the Globetrotters. But Meadowlark Lemon was the
See, I've learned something.
Was the
I've
man?
learned something
There we go.
already.
The only trotters you know about are the ones that live in Nelson Mandela House.
Yeah, the only trotters I worry about is them. Next.
Jason's feet after a month of wearing the same
Have you
shoes.
seen his feet?
No.
They're a proper car crash. I'm just like, oh, Jesus, yeah. like Bodo Baggins or whatever his name is.
Bobo Baggins.
Bodo, is that his brother?
I don't know, yeah. I think his Irish cousin.
Did he play up front for Portugal in the Euros?
I don't know, I've never watched the film, but that's how bad they are. When he goes to get his hair cut, he needs to get his feet trimmed as well.
So anyway, listen, look, we've had a little break since the Euros finished, and obviously our award-winning or award-nominated podcast. So we've got lots to fit in this podcast, like the Olympics, the Lions Test, the new championship season, the Premier League, transfers, the cricket, the Formula One, the golf, the boxing, all those sort of things. We're going to cover them all in some sort of form tonight anyway. But Leroy, did you enjoy the Euros? Because obviously we did a podcast called Abitablue Euro Trashed, and we had some great fun doing it, and obviously everybody loves competition football. So what were the highlights for you?
I love the Euros. Highlights for Wales playing, obviously. It was a bit nervous during the final, just hoping shit wasn't going to go down. I'm allowed to swear.
Yeah.
And then when Italy obviously came through, as soon as they scored that goal, really, you knew that they were going to win that. But it was just a pleasure to watch it. Italy, weren't they?
It's always good as well because when you've got when the season finishes, whether it's the EFL or whether it's the Premier League, and then you've got like either the World Cup or the Euros to go on, because then you've got something to watch. Then you don't have to talk to your missus so often.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly,
that's the issue.
That's the issue.
That's the major issue when you've got nothing between the end of the season.
You've got the whole of August to get to know.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's difficult. That's a real difficult.
So
thing,
we've been lucky, haven't we? Because obviously we've had the Olympics straight afterwards and everything. But
that's right.
Yeah, the Euros they came around quite quick.
Yeah.
I didn't like the format, if I'm honest. I didn't like the jumping around everywhere.
I didn't either.
I don't think they'll do that again.
No, hopefully not.
Platini and his big ideas.
Yeah, sure. Well, he's corrupt anyway. Can we say that he's corrupt?
Yeah.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. Wales, played amazing. The love-in for England was a little bit boring.
It's always the same, isn't it? Every tournament you'll always get that. So,
but now they're saying how great the boys are, and it's like, well, the guys from 2006 weren't nice. The 96 weren't nice. Yeah. It's nonsense, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
But the Welsh boys, wonderful kids.
Wonderful kids, great. So, we had some great fun doing that. But in this, obviously, special edition of Abitablue, we wanted to talk about all the other great sporting events that have been happening recently and giving you our expert opinion on them all. So let's start with the big one, shall we? The Olympics. What did we think of that?
Well, Jason Mohammed's clothes were terrible.
Well, obviously, our friend and
I know, nobody joking, Russell, because his clothes came from the shop that sponsored the podcast. That was just joking.
Yeah, big up to Hawks Bespoke Clothing.
It's very bespoke.
Sorry. What I meant was Jason Mohammad looked terrible in them. That's what I meant.
He's a karate man, though, isn't he, with his kicks and everything?
Karate.
Oh yeah.
Hi, karate.
So what do you think of the Olympics? Did you watch much of it?
I watched everything. I even bought the Eurosport package.
Did you?
And then
take yourself a dodgy stick.
Yeah, I need to because the Eurosport they had everything on Eurosport, but the coverage was shocking. So you go on to the BBC to watch it. It's amazing coverage. If you could watch 10 seconds of every sport.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I loved BMXing. All the new stuff was.
I was just about to say the same thing.
BMX racing.
That skateboarding and climbing. Do you know when they're sprinting, doing climbing? I thought that was amazing. And obviously the athletics and everything. I love that.
I love that BMX racing. It reminded me of when I used to go chasing around the estate thinking we were all in the E.T. film.
Yes, yeah.
We look like E.T.
Did any of you used to put like the drinks cartons in the back of your bike as well?
What, to make them sound like it was a lollipop stick?
Was it?
Or
Okay.
a playing card?
Yeah, we used to use fag packets, we did.
Okay. I'm younger than you guys, aren't I?
But there's a few things for me on the Olympics. I wanted to sort of clear them up. Now, judo, right? I don't get it. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit boring to me. And it was like, judo was like watching two really shit escapologists trying to rip each other's jackets off during a pissed up night in St Mary Street.
Escapologists?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, when they tie themselves up in those straitjackets.
Like a magician.
Yeah,
a magician.
Sorry, I'm using extended words which Gorman struggles with.
If I can just interrupt you, as a white belt judo back in the day.
A white belt?
White belt.
Yeah.
I didn't go too far.
Is that lower than a brown?
Brown belt is like...
Did you get it from Bessemer Road Market?
Those Central Boys, old school Central Boys.
I used to go there.
Did you?
In the middle of town.
Yeah, in the middle of town.
Yeah, that's right. I used to go
Hang on a
there.
minute.
God.
It's long lost families now, isn't it? Come on,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I've known Andy for about... How long have I known you?
God,
I met you.
Jesus,
I met him years ago doing sales recruitment, didn't
That's
I?
right. Yeah.
Yes,
That's right.
He still haven't got a job.
Do you know the first thing he said?
I'm still waiting to bring me back.
He was like, with a CV. Right, we'll bring that one.
Well, I'm sure. Let me just go back. So I'm sure he had a photo on his CV, which is always a little bit weird. And then the first thing he told me was, I brought Red Bull to the UK.
What?
I sold the first Red Bull in the UK. That's what you told me.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Definitely had vodka with it anyway.
Oh, dear. I brought Red Bull to the UK. Thank you, Richard Branson.
I thought he's more like Escobar, just like I brought it into the UK.
No, but I mean, seriously, I'm being ignorant to obviously the sport of judo, but it just didn't do it for me. I
know what you're saying.
I did try judo once, but the instructor was just, he could never get hold of him. He was so hard to pin down.
God, Jesus. It was like two, people in, in their pajamas just hugging.
Well, they just grab each other.
Yeah.
They just grab each other for a bit, and then some bloke would go and go, "Well, no, stop that! No, go on, then have another go."
Cuddle.
And then that was it, really.
So you're saying is that how you got your wife to marry her?
What, by grabbing her?
Yeah.
Well, no, she
in your pajamas.
She grabbed me, actually. I'll have you know.
I didn't sign up for this type of podcast.
She said, "Smell this handkerchief," and that was it.
And 3, 2.
Right, another one for you. Modern pentathlon.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Really? Yeah.
The posh people sport.
Sorry, but who came up with that event or that series of events?
Is that the whole? What's that?
Horse riding,
No,
shooting,
it's
running.
sword fighting.
What?
Right? Fencing.
Yeah.
Swimming, horse jumping, running.
You need some fencing done in your
It all goes back to the army, doesn't it?
Well,
It
looks
it's
like
war stuff, isn't it?
It just seemed to me like someone from Ely had come up with that because it sounds a bit like a normal Saturday night in Grand Avenue in the 80s, innit? You know what I mean? You go out
with the riots.
You go out with your sword, right? You go swimming across the River Taff or whatever. You pinch your horse and then you run away from somebody and then shoot somebody with your pellet gun.
But you don't get a gold medal in Ely. You get like a beans on toast, didn't you? Because they love their beans up there, don't they? No offence, Jay.
No offence, Jay.
Beans on toast.
Bean town.
Up on the podium. Eating your beans on toast.
But yeah, modern pentathlon, again, I was never. I don't know about what school you guys went to, but never sort of taught that sort.
You didn't do fencing in school?
Didn't do fencing.
Oh wow, okay.
No, I did. So when I accidentally
went to school?
when I accidentally fell into the school fence, I had to put it back again. That's what you mean.
There's an Olympic sport for you, Jason Trinder, doing fencing. You get it all over the place, the size. Jesus.
Dear. What else have I got down here? Street basketball. Now, I did like that.
I did like it as well.
3-on-3 stuff.
Yeah.
But where were the... I mean, because I was just thinking, right, I watched this, and the Americans are going to win. But I didn't see the USA team in
Do you
that.
know what? I didn't watch much basketball during the Olympics. Yeah, it's just odd times, wasn't it? Yeah, but I saw the 3-on-3,
I think,
and it looked like someone over like Victoria Park.
I was watching something else 3-on-3, so...
He's got his laptop out again. Is that the normal time you got your laptop out? Who won the beach volleyball with the women's beach volleyball?
Everyone's a winner.
I know.
Everyone's a winner.
That's right. That was when I was nursing my injury after the women's
if you'd have
beach
listened
volleyball.
to one of our previous podcasts, Leroy, you'd have known... Well, actually, I think we cut it.
You cut it out, yeah. JM wouldn't
I listen to everyone.
I think we cut it out because of Andrew's description of the women's beach volleyball action.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't allowed to stay in.
Yeah.
About an injury I got.
But no, the street basketball, yeah, I mean, it was good, but, it was like, watching a video game.
Yeah.
But like, I just thought, well, America are going to piss this because they're all over that, aren't they?
It's getting closer. It's getting closer around the world.
I think Latvia won it or something.
Did they?
Yeah,
but years ago, the Olympics was all about the athletics for me, and it was all about the 100 metres and the men's 100 metres and the women's 100 metres and whatever. And then some guy from Italy won it.
He did, didn't he?
He came from nowhere.
Have you seen what he said now? He's like, I'm not racing for the rest of the year.
I'm not surprised. I'd retire.
Wasn't Giovanni, was it? By any chance?
What was he running towards?
They run faster on Giovanni's pasta.
That's a good point.
And another thing, right? Okay, we'll move on from the Olympics in a bit, but Olympic countries that I've never heard of. Now, apologies to anybody listening in these countries because we are global.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean we
Honduras.
are listened to in over 25 countries. But let me just run through these with you and let me see what you think. Right? Okay, the first one, Bhutan. Right now, I thought that was a Disney or a Pixar film.
Yeah. Where is it? Like
I have no idea. Bhutan,
like Malaysia area.
I don't know.
I just thought it was outside Bristol, I think.
Burundi. Now, is that the country that's in the film Coming to America?
It is indeed.
Well, they were in it. Was it Burundi in Coming to America?
No, it's man.
Zamundu.
Zamundu.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah,
Close enough, anyway.
Right. Here's another one. Comoros. Now,
Never heard of that.
That sounds like a cheap rip-off aftershave.
He used to play for Cardiff City, didn't he? Jason Comoros.
Where is that? These are all genuine countries.
What about that Olympic Federation of Russia, the drug one? That was a fake country, isn't it?
That's just a made-up one.
I'd like to be in that one.
Yeah.
East Timor. Now, I thought that was in the Cotswolds. And where was North, West and South Timor?
Yeah.
But, again, another country, never heard of. Eswatini. That sounds like one of the tweenies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Federated States of Micronesia. Not a clue. These are genuine countries, by the way.
Yeah.
So it must be really small.
Yeah.
Kiribati. Now, I did order that from the Star of Wales last weekend. Right, so probably where that one's come from. Kyrgyzstan, no. Lesotho, sounds like a really shit board game for OAPs. Mauritania.
I've heard of that.
Sounds like something you'd smoke.
Yeah, sure.
The Netherlands, I think that's Holland.
Oh, that's Holland.
That's the Dutch.
Palau. Now, I had that with my Kiribati from the Star of Wales.
God.
So,
How many more of these have you got?
one more, Tuvalu, which just makes me want to say goodbye or piss. So, but where did all these countries come from?
War.
Yeah.
Usually there's one big country who breaks up.
War's got a lot to answer for, isn't it?
Sure.
Well, remember the opening ceremony that, when they all start coming out, like waving and everything, and that started at about 12 o'clock, and it didn't end until 4.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, I was switching back and forth from the channels and going, it's still coming out. But what about the guys who got out first? They must have been knackered.
You imagine how I feel now with the night out with you, don't you?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, what, waving at everyone?
But I mean, we did quite well, didn't we? Team GB. I think we came 4th overall in the Olympic sort of medal counts. But going from what you just said, we didn't get that many on the track and field this year, did we?
No, we didn't, did we?
It was all with the cycling, swimming, horse racing, modern pentathlon.
Well, again, if
All
you
the
look,
posh ones.
Yeah, exactly.
All the posh ones.
If you look at rowing, how much money we
Rowing.
ploughed into rowing?
Yeah,
They didn't win. I think they won 2 medals, didn't
they?
And then
Okay.
did you see the young BMX girl who actually basically had to pay for herself to
Did
go
she?
to Japan?
Had to buy her own bike.
Yeah, she had
Wow.
to, everything. I think she was self-funded. I
I think she did get some lottery funding.
Did you guys like the high jump when they gave the medals to both of them?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No,
Oh, the
I
high
missed that.
jump. It was like a jump off, and they both said
A jump off?
Did they?
A jump off. It was like it was jumping off, and then they said, "Oh, can we both have a medal?" And the guy said, "Yeah." And they both had the gold medal.
Did they?
Yeah, in the high jump.
Did you see what the gold medals were made? Well, all the medals were made of as well.
Chocolate in the middle.
Oh, no, no, it's all recycled phones and
So they're not gold.
not proper
No,
gold.
no, they're definitely not gold.
Not proper gold. No.
No,
Well, what's the point?
they haven't been gold for a long time. I don't
Seriously?
think.
Yep.
Yeah. And I also, as well,
There's my stat of the day.
yeah. The silver medal for me as well. I've got a problem with because if you've got gold, if you win gold, yeah, I'm the best, right? If you get bronze, yeah. If you get bronze, it's all like, well, I've got something for turning up. If you get silver, it's more like you're the best loser.
I know what you're saying, but it depends on who you lose to.
Out of all the losers, you're the best. There's nobody that's lost better than you.
Yeah. But it depends, doesn't it? If you're second best to Usain Bolt,
Yeah.
there's a good silver medal, depending on what the silver's made out of.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If the listener can email us.
You do anything for the silver medal.
I
It's
know.
bullshit.
Exactly. That's right.
So if I said to you, you could go to the Olympics, I don't know what you'd do, but we go to the Olympics.
Shot put.
Tossing the caber.
Falling into fences.
Fencing.
Tossing the caber.
What is the cable?
Where is the Olympics? Scotland.
Well, if it was in Scotland, they would have tossing the caber. So that's the Olympics. I think we all enjoyed that. And we all enjoyed Jason Mohammed's fantastic coverage, didn't we?
We did.
So,
in all seriousness, we did. Talking about Scotland, I went up there the other week and I spoke to a local Glasgow mafia boss there.
Go on.
He made me an offer I couldn't understand.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Stuart.
Can we keep that in, please?
Can you put some massive tumbleweed on that one, please?
Well, it's got to be one over the series for me, hasn't it?
So then, obviously, Olympics finished. We roll straight into the British Lions. Now, I like a bit of rugby. You like a bit of rugby.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's
Not a
not
great
your
fan of rugby.
You will watch it, though, won't
I'll
you?
watch it, yeah.
But obviously, the British Lions lost the series 2-1 to the world champions, South Africa. So no real shock in that, I suppose. I mean, they are a fantastic team. But the Lions were slight favourites at one stage to win that.
Were they?
Yeah, their first test they won quite comfortably, and I think they were made favourites sort of shortly after that. And then the second test, sort of South Africa dominated and levelled the series. But then the third test, although it was painfully sort of close, South Africa came on top and won the series. There's no crowds there, which I thought was a bit of a shame, because you do like to see all the Lions fans sort of...
It's a bit pointless, isn't it? I just think...
Yeah, I thought so. It was almost under the radar as a series when it should have been a big thing, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but now I remember, Leroy, you're probably thinking, guys, he's going to mention this. You did do a bit on the rugby, didn't you? The Six Nations. If I remember right, you did some sort of rugby-type assault course.
Yes. I remember that. Now you mention it, I've never played rugby in my life.
Slipped
Scott Quinnell said that I was a natural talent and a wasted talent. But carry on.
No, we're not talking about in the bar afterwards. But yes, do you know? But I don't know. Again, it was good to see that it actually went ahead. Shame that the fans weren't there, because I think that brings a lot. It was sort of like you just knew that they were going to draw level 1-1, because
it's almost like it's set up, though, isn't it? It's like,
can you see that? I thought that. I just saw all the massive amounts of money and sponsorship, everything like that. They're going to let this go 2-0, not into the third.
That happens in basketball. In
it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, of course.
Right.
You get extra game is worth how many millions?
God.
Yeah.
People viewing it and buying it and.
But I think the Lions' biggest mistake was not taking Andy Gorman to South Africa, because I heard a lot about the game being lost at the breakdown, and if there's one person that's first class at having a breakdown, it's this man right here. All right, so I'm sorry about that, Andrew.
Well, you've only got to listen to my last joke.
I'm sorry you weren't considered. Yeah, I think we'll all have a breakdown after that fucking joke. So, Lions unfortunately came back defeated, but we'll look forward to the next one, which I think is probably going to be...
3 years' time?
Australia, is it?
I think it may be 3 years' time.
Australia, because we drew against the All Blacks.
Yes, yeah.
South Africa, and then it's Australia, isn't it, surely? Yeah.
East Timor.
Or East Timor.
Micronesia.
Kiribati. So, more sport on its way, with the Championship just starting. Obviously, that started a bit earlier than the Premier League, but, we are Cardiff City supporters. I know we've got our own sort of little teams going on. I know, Leroy, you're a big Aston Villa fan. Yeah. He's a big Arsenal fan.
Are you?
Sorry,
moving on.
To get that out of the way with. But obviously,
transitional period.
Big up the Bluebirds. A funny start to the season, really. They drew the opening fixture against Barnsley, being 1-up and then drawing 1-1. They beat Sutton in the Cowbell Cup.
Cowbell?
That's what it's called,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's called the Cowbell Cup, yeah. And then a fantastic away performance versus Blackpool, winning 2-0 away there, and then coming back last night from 2-0 down to draw against Peterborough, and scraping a draw with that man Aidan Flint bagging 2 goals to get the Bluebirds a point. So what do we think about Cardiff City this year then? What are we thinking about Mick, the squad, the youngsters, the style of play?
Well, they started off really well, I think, considering. I watched a couple of other games last night as well, and I watched Fulham. They look fantastic. But I think with them, probably Watford as well. And then there's the third place to go for, and then in the playoffs. So if Cardiff City don't make the playoffs with that squad that they got this year, then there's something wrong there, I think. But I think Mick McCarthy's fantastic. He's old school. He knows how to, like, he just likes that, or has that ability to actually get players and get teams working together and getting them up in the playoffs around surrounding
well,
area.
They do. They're managers like that. Like the Mick McCarthys and the Neil Warnocks will get you in those sort of
old
positions.
School, done it before. Yeah, and he seems honest, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mick? Yeah.
But people were talking about, obviously, Cardiff City being direct, but did you know, and this is in homage to Jason Mohammad, that
get your pillow out.
They hit 10 fewer long balls than Peterborough did last night.
Oh, wow.
Cardiff City. Yeah.
Shall I tell my Glasgow Mafia boss joke again?
And,
please.
And also,
witness that with me.
And also, Flint, our centre-back, had more shots on target than their number 9.
Oh, wow. Fair play.
So, something to think about. Jason
Not really. But,
Jason Mohammad sent me them about half an hour
there we
before
go
the
then. There we go. Say no more. It's a tough league anyway, isn't it? It's a long league. It's the Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, and then Saturday again. You've got to have a squad there that you can pull, because there's going to be injuries, there's going to be fatigued players, and there's cup games like, the Cowbell Cup you just said there. It's a long old season in the Championship. Premier League, the guys can only, there's only 20 teams in the league, and it's not so frantic, if you want to use that word. Whereas the Championship is, everyone's trying to get up. Obviously, they get into the top 3, they go up, they go into the playoffs then to play in the most expensive game in the world. it's a tough league, and you need that manager, you need that group of players to be able to get yourself to that point where you're in the running by February, March next year.
Do you get down to see many of the games, Leroy?
I haven't for a while. As a kid, I was a massive Junior Bluebird. I was a mascot as a kid. Having a child myself at 18, a girl, just means that I'm never going down the city. So
Take them.
yeah,
They do
I went
let
to
kids in
uni.
the
I went to
stadium.
uni and everything, and I didn't. And then my son was born in Swansea, so he's a Jack.
Right, moving on.
So that's why we decided to go for Barcelona. So we got
there
Barcelona
we go.
more than anything else.
The next natural step, Swansea, Barcelona.
Exactly. But yeah, I haven't been. I went to a few. Well, without sounding like a dick, we had the box, so I used to go to the box quite a lot.
Well, we like a box, don't we?
Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what? The best games are the away games with when you're sort of mixing it
With the
the proper Bluebirds fans going away
Yeah,
from home.
sure.
It's a good. I was disappointed actually. I couldn't make it up to Blackpool because that would have been a good weekend.
Yeah. Kiss me quick.
I'm due in Blackpool next week, actually.
Oh,
Are you?
Yeah, sure.
Doing a show.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You staying up there overnight?
I am actually, yeah. Fuck, yeah.
So, and obviously with other teams in the Championship, Fulham, I think we spoke about this on the way up, and
Yeah.
they look good.
They
I think
really look
Fulham
good.
are going
They're
to
gonna be a
It's
tough
warm
team.
in here, isn't it?
It is. It has
Greg,
got
you
warm.
got to
Yeah.
throw some more stones on throw some more water on them stones.
It's Andy's jokes. They're just burning it up in here.
Yeah.
They're that good.
But yeah, Fulham, they look like, the team that's going to be up there again.
Really surprising. Again, we mentioned this on the way over as well, Jay, was Nottingham Forest. They're bottom. They lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
3 games down, and they were tipped to maybe being up there thereabouts at the end of the season. I know it's early days,
Yeah.
but to lose your first 3 games, that's manager at the door sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
that's the beauty of the Championship, though, because you can have like 2 weeks of good results,
Absolutely.
and you've gone straight up the league, haven't you?
It is. Anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a crazy thing, and I know you can say that same thing with the Premier League, but it happens more in the Championship when the likes of Fulham will go to Notts Forest, let's say next week. I'm not saying they are playing them,
Yeah.
but and lose.
Yeah.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
So we've got Millwall on Saturday. I think there'll be more people there than the Barnsley game on Saturday.
How many were
I think it was about 15,000.
It was 17 and a half.
Oh, 17 was it?
Yeah, that was the official, but they do count
Yeah. Season
the
ticket
season
holders.
tickets as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, they do. So,
Yeah.
so I think it was more like actual 14,000
Always
people
a
in
good
there.
encounter, Cardiff versus Millwall.
Yeah,
God,
sure.
I remember those back in the days when is it early kickoff?
During a war?
I know. Is it early kickoff?
No.
Mill, it's not, is it? Wow. Back
don't
then,
think
I think it was.
Used to be bubble games, didn't they?
Yeah, wow, yeah. It was like 12 o'clock kickoff, 12:15, that sort of
Yeah,
thing, just to
yeah.
stop people when Millwall used to come down, and vice versa, and batter the living shit out of each other.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and that was just the players. The fans were absolutely crazy. Anyway,
So I wanted to get a prediction from you both about who's going to win the Championship. So we'll start off with you, Leroy.
City.
Cardiff.
Yeah.
Win
Why
the
not?
Championship.
Why not?
Write
Yeah.
that down, Andrew, for
All right.
when we do a show at the end of the season.
Leroy.
With Notts Forest second. Boom.
That's a good one.
What about you, Andrew?
Well, I'm going to go with Fulham.
Easy choice, cop out.
No, just from what I've seen.
Parachute money and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Cardiff, I reckon, potentially in the top 3.
Oh, okay.
And what about you?
Fulham. Do you want a second team? I don't know. Sheffield United? I think they'll be up there.
Yeah.
And West Brom.
Well, they're up
But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Cardiff best, I don't know, playoffs again, I think. But I just worry about their squad. And I think they might lose 1 or 2 players as well between now and January.
Do you think?
Yeah.
They got some nice, some good youngsters coming through as well. Like
Yeah,
Colwell
they
is. I think Aaron Ramsey said that whilst training with Wales, said that that Colwell was actually better than him at 16 or 17. So that's a bit of an honour from his perspective, and it sounds particularly good. So, right, okay, let's move on to Premier League
Premier League. Well,
transfers.
well, we've had all sorts of shenanigans, haven't we, with the old transfers?
We have.
Well, I say all sorts. We've had, obviously, Grealish
Yeah.
go.
Oh, mate.
Sorry,
thanks a
mate,
lot.
to mention that early doors.
Yeah.
It looks like Kane is on the cusp of going.
Don't blame him.
I don't know. I reckon he might stay. I reckon he'll do it. I can see a Steven Gerrard scenario going on there.
What?
Tottenham fans will burn his shirt and then he'll decide to stay.
Right, okay. And then go manage Rangers.
Yeah. But anyway, you're a big Aston Villa fan, Leroy. What's your thoughts on the old Grealish situation?
Up until about 3 o'clock on Saturday, I was like, yep, it's fine. We've strengthened without him. And then obviously the Villa put that performance in. They'd come back with 2 goals, but still, they lost, didn't they? I don't know, man. It's like, I can understand why he wanted to go, but at the same time, why would you want to go? You're the man at Villa. Everyone loves you. You love the club. And then to go potentially, be another cog in a worthless championship.
I agree with you to a certain point, but it's Champions League football.
Yeah, I know. But Villa could get that in a few years.
Yeah.
But he's getting older, so I've never been in that situation.
No.
But it's a difficult one, isn't it?
It is
the
a difficult
Kane
one.
one's worse, I think.
I think so as well. But to not turn up at training.
Exactly. And all this, he's one of our own and all our nonsense.
He's playing tonight, though, isn't he?
No, he's not even in the, he's not even on the plane.
Not in the squad.
He
Not even on the
was.
plane.
No, he's
on the
not now.
squad.
No,
he's
no.
not going to the
Said
plane.
this afternoon.
Because he's not fit, and that's another thing. So Grealish turned up. He done what he needed to do, and he kept it behind closed doors. But Kane is trying to force the issue, and it's a different ownership, and I get that. But
I think what I liked about Aston Villa as well was the transparency of the actual transfer.
Amazing. It was amazing.
It came out on social media, and I think it was the CEO there who came out and explained the situation. So what are you going to get? You're going to get respect from the Aston Villa supporters, thinking, not their thought process is they've heard it from the horse's mouth. Just basically, this guy come out and say. This is the reason why, this is why it happened, and we had to let him go.
Yeah, it's a transformation because the club that I supported as a kid and most of my adult life, it's been like a toxic relationship. It's been a relationship where every weekend you're like, I hate this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But they've actually done the right things over the last few years in terms of transfers, in terms of the way they presented themselves. And I can't, I'm happy for him, but we'll just move on.
I got bad memories of Villa Park. For a couple of reasons. I went to watch Leicester City play Tottenham in the semi-final of the FA Cup back in, I want to say 82 or something like that.
How old are you?
I'm 50 now. 51,
oh, fair play. Fair play.
And the rest?
51, early 50s. Leicester City lost. And then I went to watch the Man U Arsenal semi-final at Villa Park when Giggs did the old...
Yes, yeah.
And I remember parking the car outside Villa Park and there's 2 little...
Oh, I know the little kids.
2 little kids.
I know them, yeah.
2 little kids. Look after your car, mate.
They don't age. Those kids don't age.
What, they German, were they?
Yeah. Well, I made the mistake of sort of like going, go away, you little scallywags.
No, you've got to pay the piper.
I went back, my car was on fucking bricks.
Yeah. Serves you right.
God.
So a bit of sore memories for the old Villa Park. But did you ever get there much? No?
I used to. Yes, I used to, but just haven't. I prefer going to Barcelona than watch the games there.
Well, but Barcelona. I've never been to the new camp. Believe it or not.
Mate,
never been to the new camp.
I'd been there once. And we went there on Easter weekend and rocked up there. First time I'd ever been to Barcelona. Thought I've got to go to the new camp.
Yeah.
Got there, shut. Because it was Easter Sunday. So it took all from one side of Barcelona to the other to go to the new camp.
It's like going from like the Bay to Ely. Yeah. It's that far.
Is it?
Yeah.
Never been.
Oh, mate, it's amazing. The game, the atmosphere there is really nice because you've got the traditional Barcelona fans, but then you've got everybody like you who's there for the first time. And, it's all within the complex as well.
Are you massively high up at the back of the stand?
Yeah,
it goes
but that's
up,
even...
That's in the clouds, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And then you look over. Vertigo. Yeah, you look over a little bit.
Can you look over? Is it?
Yeah, you look over and you're like, oh, that's a bit...
So, but obviously, the big talking point from Barcelona's point of view was the Messi saga. When it was a bit messy. He clearly upset about leaving the club, as you would be. Yeah. He clearly didn't want to. Not too sure whether...
He seemed happy a few days later, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not to what's the word?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Is that the sort of,
contempt?
No, not even that. When you're disrespectful of God. What's the word?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemy. That's the word. I don't want to
blasphemy. He said it again.
But it's an odd one, isn't it? Because he wanted to leave last year. Why has he got his dad as his agent? Because you should have, if you're the best footballer in the world, you should have someone looking over those contracts and looking over the accounts of the team instead of your dad.
Didn't somebody else have their father or family member, brother, was it?
Harry
looking after
Kane's
this?
brother, and he's getting ripped on Twitter at the moment.
Is it?
Oh, he's getting ripped
I
at
think
all.
there was somebody else there, wasn't there, whose family was involved in transfer. I can't remember.
Ronaldinho. It was Ronaldinho, wasn't it? His brother was his big agent.
No, it was an Elka.
Anelka as well.
That's
yeah,
it. Yeah. Arsenal, Gooner filth. But obviously, it's PSG, the only team in the world that looked like they can afford him, apart from if he went over to Qatar or China, and he was never going to do that. So,
Or Abitablue.
Town.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't have had him.
Yeah, exactly.
Micronesia got a good team at the moment.
Well, £25 million or euros up front, and then 25 million a year,
Yeah.
which then obviously equates to.
It's not
How
bad,
much is it?
It's not bad.
It's 500,000 a week.
But did you see the guy? I mean, I know we talk about these footballers having these massive salaries like Messi and Ronaldo and everything like that. But did you see the guy in the NFL, the quarterback for somebody, is on like £3 million, $3 million or whatever it is, a $438 million contract over 3 years.
Yeah, some of the
yes.
players in American sports, they earn stupid money, but then when they saw Messi's contract, they were tweeting about how nuts Messi's contract was at the last Barcelona before he took the pay cut. So a lot of the players now in the NBA, I think one of them signed a 4-year, $196 million extension.
God.
I know.
It's almost as much as you earn, JT.
Was it like that back in the day at City, was it for
God,
you, mate?
no.
How much were you on, Andy, in the City?
First contract was 35 quid a week.
35, what? They actually paid
Worth
you?
every penny.
And as much as he can eat in pasties.
I did that as well.
Spies.
Yeah. They used to get us to go on the turnstiles, and they used to come back clinking like that. Clink, clink, clink.
So I loved City. I loved going to the City back then, see?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Ninian Park was amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they were the good old days. The old classic football stadiums. You can't beat them, can you?
No, you can't.
Which is the one I went to. I was walking past. I think they probably knocked it down now. It must have been Brentford Stadium because they got a new stadium, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, yeah,
and I
yeah.
went past the old one, and there's just like a proper old school.
We
in the
went there
middle of
last
somewhere.
year. Me and Jason went there last year. It was the only stadium. Was there then? It's not now. It's got a pub on every single corner.
Has it?
So and the corner flag, it's not on the corner flag, but
You're
on
joking?
the corners of the ground, there's a pub on every single corner.
Is there?
Yeah. It was
Why didn't I play for them?
absolutely brilliant.
Higher division back then, mate. Know your levels.
So
I'm not bothered about playing. Just being there.
So Premier League then, who do you think is going to win? Leroy? I mean, it's so close. You've got, like, obviously, the big teams like Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Chelsea. I mean, Leicester, Spurs, Brentford, because they're a big team because they beat Arsenal. But it's going to be very close this season. There's a lot. I'm quite excited about that.
I'm excited. I think
It's going to be very close, I think.
I think up until a few days ago, I could have went with potentially Man City, even though they spent all this money. They haven't got a striker at the moment, unfortunately for them, the poor guys. But Chelsea with Lukaku signing and the manager, I think the manager's really good.
He is, isn't he?
I've written down Chelsea.
Yeah.
Well, just now,
Yep. No, I did have that in the back of my head.
after Leroy said it.
After I said it.
I agree. I think they're a good team. I think they're a
Liverpool
bit-
as well. Liverpool have, they've got the same squad. They've brought in, I think, just one player.
Yeah.
But
Klopp started
But
making
you've got Van
excuses
Dijk
already.
back again, haven't you?
The what?
You have got Van Dijk back again.
Yeah. He's a good player. He's in my fantasy team as well, he is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us about your fantasy team,
No.
Andrew. How did that go?
No.
Lucy Pinder,
No, yeah.
Joe Guest,
Sam Fox.
and the guy who gives him pasties.
Yeah, exactly. He's my captain.
So me and Leroy are going for Chelsea. Who are you going for then, Andrew? Please don't say Arsenal.
Oh, I know, I
Just-
can't.
Just
That's the
embarrass
problem.
yourself
No,
again.
I know, I can't. I really think that United have got a chance.
Ooh, interesting.
I really do.
Interesting.
To go to their first game against Leeds and then to batter them 5-1 and Pogba get in 4 assists. Fernandes getting 3 goals. They
These
just
are the
look like a
people that
team.
you had in your fantasy team but forgot to press enter. Yeah.
Yeah, you took him out.
I picked all these players in my fantasy
Did you?
league and forgot to push save.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
so,
give him a keyboard. It's fucking useless.
Crazy.
So Man United.
I'm going for Man United. I am. I think, again, after watching, I think Man City will come good, and once they get Kane, they'll be horrendously difficult to beat. If they get Kane, which they probably will, it's going to be between Man City and Man United. Klopp's been coming up with some excuses this week already with regards to a spend and and what have you. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, you can't guarantee if you've got lots of money to go and...
Well, PSG, they come second last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did indeed.
Yeah.
They did indeed.
Did they?
Yeah, they came second.
Who came first?
Leon, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're probably winning this year.
Yeah.
We've seen the signings they've made apart from Messi as well.
Donnarumma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good goal he is.
He's
Oh,
amazing.
God, this is the first time you've actually mentioned a goalkeeper, and Leon brought it up.
Good goalkeeper. Leon?
I know. People always... Leon...
He's on about food outlets
I
again.
know, he is, isn't he?
Yeah. So, right, okay, so we've got that. So Champions League then? Ooh. Champions League winners.
PSG, I'd say, straight off the bat. Just not because of Messi, but I think in terms of the other signings, you got that keeper. He's outstanding, isn't he?
Yeah, and they've got the defender from Real Madrid as well.
Ramos as well.
Yeah, Ramos.
And the thing is the goalkeeper. It's not as if he's like stepping up to PSG.
No.
He's stepping down to PSG, isn't he? He's just been the best keeper in the Euros.
Yeah.
Played for Milan. Was he Milan or Juventus he played for?
Who?
Donnarumma.
Juve, I think.
It was Juve, was it?
Juve,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. You know, with the other players they've got there.
So PSG for Leroy.
For Champions League now, yeah?
Champions League, yeah.
Well, definitely not Arsenal, is it?
No, can't be Arsenal.
Or Tottenham.
Who are you going for, Andrew?
I got to go with PSG. I can't go anywhere else with those players that they've got.
Yeah, because it's almost like the other teams, they're coming to the end of their cycle. Bayern are coming to the end of the cycle.
Yeah.
I tell you what could be interesting, though, is Madrid. Bale's back there. He seems like he's getting a little bit of love there at the moment. Mm-hmm. If they can get people like Isco and Asensio firing, you never know with them.
I think you're right with Ancelotti going there as well. It's a benefit, I think, for that club because I think when Zidane was there, it was all about him.
Yeah.
Whereas now, if we've got Ancelotti there, and we obviously saw what he did with Everton over the past couple of seasons, or however long he was there.
Everton.
I know, it's crazy.
So, right, PSG, is it then for both of you?
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I'm going to go for Young Boys.
Oh, okay. Basel.
That's normal weekend for you.
Straight after the gig. Lander Fields.
I set them up, he heads them in.
Oh, is that?
No, of course I'm joking. I wouldn't go anywhere near Young Boys.
Again.
That's Swiss side.
Not after the last call.
No. Moving on. No.
Are they actually in the Champions League just to keep this in?
They're playing tonight in the qualifying.
Oh, there we go. At least they're still in the... Well, at least they're actually in the league. So
Let's all get behind Young Boys.
That's it. I'm going to stick with that. I'm sticking with Young Boys. Yeah.
We could all get behind them. To the Young Boys.
Can you imagine if they won it now?
I'm going to put a bet on them. Yeah. I'm going to throw money at Young Boys.
I've been to that club as well.
Right, we're going to get taken off air.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
That club's in Blackpool.
Oh, God, stop it. You're going to start me off again. I'm going to have a Twix.
All right, okay.
Right, so obviously this world of sports, this podcast is all about. So we've covered the Olympics, we've covered a bit of the football.
Yeah.
What else have we been watching this week? We went to the 100, the cricket.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
amazing.
That was really good.
Oh, yeah, I really
I've
enjoyed
never
that.
been a fan of cricket, but I've heard the 100.
The 100's
I've heard
fantastic.
one day cricket's better, and this is even better.
Yeah, oh, no.
Yeah.
There's two reasons. The first reason is the fact that the players have got to whack shit out the ball continuously.
that's
And
it.
the second reason is the fact we had full hospitality and everything was free.
Okay.
Yeah, big up to David Bright at
Yeah, thanks,
Glamorgan
Dave.
Cricket Club, top man. We had
Next
a great
game,
day.
Leroy, keep
Can
going.
I just ask a question? Is
It's
this
actually
podcast a vehicle for sponsorship?
Well, yeah, it could be.
Corporate hospitality.
It's actually, when is it? It's tonight,
Tonight,
isn't it?
yeah, the play tonight,
It's
yeah.
tonight,
But-
the last game. David, if you're listening, you won't be listening until Friday.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's right. We haven't got that flux capacitor to come back with.
Great Scott!
Quick, let's get some young boys to push the car.
88 of them.
Oh dear. Well, we could just rock up there, couldn't we? Later on. No, actually, I've got a meal booked, so damn.
love to.
But yeah, the cricket. I'm going to.
It was brilliant.
To go through.
It was really good, though. It was enjoyable.
It was.
I watched a couple of them on TV after it as well, because, it's 100 balls, and I think it's 5 balls and over. And then they just and they've only got a certain amount of time to bowl that over as well. So they're
Yeah,
pounding balls in or do back to young boys there. Anyway, they're doing their over, but in between the bowling, they're having to run to get back, and I think there's a time element in it as well.
Oh, wow, okay, so they're making them work. 'Cause
Honestly,
I've
God,
always
it's, really,
thought
it's
cricket
just
was lazy.
constant. It's just constant and constant and constant.
Cricket's quite a lazy sport.
Oh,
isn't it?
yes.
not-
It's lazy to
not
watch
this.
as well. Yeah.
It's a great new sort of format
Brilliant.
of the game. So,
Whoever came up with that.
Yeah, I think it was W.G. Grace. He looks a bit like you.
Does he?
Yeah, the inventor of cricket. You've seen some old black and white photos.
He does look like you invented, like, you cured smallpox or something.
No, he's got smallpox. Yeah. And many other diseases as well, I'll have you know.
He's feral.
Hence why I'm stuck in the corner.
So we've enjoyed a bit of the cricket. I do watch a bit of the Formula One. Have you watched Formula One?
I like the build up to Formula One, but then when it gets to the race, it's like, okay.
It got a bit boring for me at one stage.
Yeah, I
because
used to
the
love
same
it.
People were winning time after time.
I used to love it when it was Montoya racing. I used to really enjoy watching him. Juan Pablo Montoya?
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
Ayrton Senna was for me.
Yeah, but
Just
I remember when
didn't
he
give a
died.
monkeys what he was doing. He'd
Yeah.
just go around and smash you off the road, and
What happened to him?
inevitably it cost him his life, didn't it? Yeah, but Formula One is getting too technical for my liking.
Yeah, I know what
It's
you're
crazy, you know. But anyway, it's one of those sports, isn't it? But horse racing as well. Horse racing.
Horse racing?
Yeah, exactly.
I do like a bit of horse racing.
I know you do. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a little winner today, actually.
That's why I brought it up. There you go. Drinks are on you.
Nay.
I wonder what there was. It's like Beavis and
Sorry,
Butthead.
you put me off there because I was still sort of speaking about the Formula One because it's a bit
sorry.
It's a bit closer this year.
Oh, I see you got a joke coming up.
No, it's not. It's just and also the
Give him
Japan
space.
The Japan Grand Prix has been cancelled.
Cancelled because of COVID. But
Is
the
it?
Olympics went forward.
Yeah.
Worked that one out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Olympics, where you're all out in the open air, where you've got one person driving in a car on his own, cancelled.
Yeah. The
Crazy.
Paralympics are happening though, aren't they?
I think so.
The Paralympics are next week.
They are
next
indeed.
week.
They start next week.
Yeah,
Channel 4.
sure.
But no, it is because I think Lewis is still on top, but just I think of old Verstappen and what's it? The other British guys up there as well, old Lando Norris.
Oh,
He's
does
up
he
there,
fall
I
from
think.
Star
He's-
Wars
I
or
was going
something?
to say, yeah. I didn't say Lando Calrissian.
He's up there, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Anything else? Boxing. I saw a bit of the boxing at the weekend. I mean,
Okay.
The big fights are coming up, aren't they? With
Pacquiao's fighting as well, isn't he?
Is he?
He is.
Pacquiao's fighting.
He is.
Might be this weekend.
Is it this
I
weekend?
don't know.
How
I've seen
old is
something.
he? He's about 88, isn't he? Now?
Yeah. He's still got it. Joshua's just been announced to fight Usyk, is it?
That's going to be a fight.
Yeah, that's in September.
Is it that quick?
Yeah.
Because Fury's fighting Wilder again, isn't he?
Yes, I think so.
For the fifth time or whatever that is.
It's a trilogy, isn't it? Yeah.
Statement of the podcast that was. You said
Usyk.
Joshua. Joshua's going to fight. He went, oh, that's going to be a fight.
I reckon.
It's going to be a judo cuddle.
I reckon those two are going to hit each other to death.
Yeah, there should be some other fights happening. I think. Who was it? Errol Spence was supposed to fight, wasn't he? But then he done something with his eye. I think his retina got detached or something.
Again, I think boxing is just one of those sports as well. If you haven't got a crowd there, it's difficult to.
Yeah.
I suppose that's with many sports like modern pentathlon doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't. All
From a
you
boxing point of view, you want to see the crowd there throwing things.
Of course, yeah.
Well, I thought
I love boxing,
I
though.
do.
I love it.
And let's give a big shout out for the Welsh wizard, of course, Joe Cordina, who he
it
actually
was beautiful, wasn't it?
I watched that fight.
Yeah.
And he destroyed that guy within about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Big
up, Joe.
Big up, Joe. Well done, Joe, for that. I don't think have we anything else apart from the old, golf. I did play golf the other week at the Celtic Manor.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Did you play golf?
With my clubs
No,
again. Yeah.
I don't. I used to as a kid. I had one club and I used to swing it over the park, but I've never been on a golf course because it just seems like a lot of effort for me to every week to train and do all that type of stuff and then
Train?
Yeah. People go to the golf,
the golf ranges.
the golf ranges, and it's like I'm away every weekend anyway.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah, I'd rather.
It's a tough sport.
chill.
It is.
Oh, can we talk marathon? I'm doing a marathon.
Are you?
What?
Yeah.
Sponsored or not?
Sponsored, unfortunately. Well, I wasn't going to do
He
it.
did a pack of 4 for £1 the other day. Yeah. No biggie.
Where'd you put them, though?
Yeah. So they're not marathons anymore, are they? Snickers.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I was.
Go on, mate. What are you doing?
It's my first gig back, and I was not really used to speaking to people on stage, and I was joking around about turning 40 next month. I want to do a marathon. And someone stood up and said, I work for St. John's Ambulance, head of fundraising. There's your space. And everyone egged me on to do the marathon.
Wow.
So I've been training for the marathon.
What, the London Marathon?
London Marathon.
Fair play.
I get back from Ibiza 4 days before.
Nice.
So the
you're
only
gonna-
reason I'm here is to
you're
speak to
gonna-
Jason to get some hookups,
That's
really.
good training. There you go.
You're going to be in good shape. I'm going to Ibiza in about 4 weeks' time, mate.
Me too. What
Yeah.
date are you there?
25th of September.
Yes!
Really?
Bristol, 7:10
Yeah.
flight.
Oh my God.
It's my 40th.
Jesus.
Come along.
It's Amanda, my wife's 50th.
Oh, amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How do we get from the London Marathon to being on the same plane to going to Ibiza in a couple of weeks?
Well, it's a running joke. That's amazing. Yeah, going out on the 25th, Saturday the 25th,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Come back on a Wednesday, we are.
Do you want me to leave now? You two
No,
just
just cuddle, cuddle.
you just
It turns out-
have a bit of a judo cuddle, yeah?
It turns out I'm the young boy.
Oh, dear. Excellent. Well, we'll have a catch up later on and see where you staying. San Ann or
No, Den Bossa we are. We
Oh,
usually
yeah.
stay in the same place, like at some apartment hotel.
What meal do you have on the flight? We're having the same high five. Go on.
after coming back from Ibiza and doing a marathon, you're going to be
I'll be all right.
you're going to be sweating. I would say.
Yeah. I've got to do 2 5Ks over there and I'll be fine.
You're doing them over there.
Yeah, I'm going to do just like my tapering down runs.
Oh well, it'd be good for you in the long run.
Actually, I was laying on the settee the other day, and
It was laying on the
lay on the
settee.
settee the other day, and 3 guys jogged through past, and it really inspired me to get up and close the curtains.
Dear. Oh, God. The old one's coming out. Oh, that's good news then. So, other stuff then, Leroy. You've got a lot
Are
of
you
things.
taking
happening.
flip flops, Leroy? what colour shorts are you taking?
What colour towel
in
you
case,
got?
Just in case we.
Can you carry something over for me?
No, I've done that before. 10 to 15 years, that is, mate. I'm not doing that.
That's how old he likes them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Young
the
boys.
struggle to get in a suitcase these days. So no,
else is coming?
you've got some other stuff coming on, haven't you? You're doing another gig at the Wales Millennium Centre in the coffee shop.
No, this is the bigger room now. I'm doing it in the medium-sized room.
Excellent.
Which is a 250-seater.
What, they sell tea as well?
This biscuits, everything.
We're in.
Yeah. So that's on the 26th of November. That's called Almost Famous.
Brilliant.
And
Can we come to that?
Of course you can. There's
We're
tickets
gonna-
available.
we're gonna be
Friends
there.
of the pod. Jason's been
I've been
experienced already.
Is he?
I'm a proper supporter, Andrew.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, not just someone who likes my stuff when he comes.
Yeah, exactly, and calls him Leon.
Now, I use Leon because he mentioned Leon who won the French league last.
Go on, go on.
He's digging that hole in me.
Yeah, God.
So Almost Famous, I did see that. So tell the listener, where can they buy tickets?
You can buy tickets on the Wales Millennium website. For some reason, you have to type in my name. It doesn't come up. So you have to type in my name. So it's Leroy Brito, Brito.
Yeah.
And you can find me there on the Wales Millennium Centre
We'll
website.
definitely be there. 26th of November.
November,
26th of
yeah.
It is a
November.
great time. I went to see Leroy last time. He played there and we had a fantastic night.
Brilliant.
And
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
Once you two fans have got back from Ibiza.
Who says we're coming back?
On the same flights. Oh, brilliant. Sat next to each other. What seat you in, Jay?
He's going to message me his seat number. We're going to change it now.
I can tell you now if you want. Oh, Ibiza friend.
Friend.
So
friend.
good. So head along to the Wales Millennium Centre website. Get tickets for that because I'm sure they're not going to be around for very long. Do you see that? What's his face came back, didn't he? Peter Kay.
He did, yeah, he did.
7 minutes that sold out in.
Yeah, no, it's
ridiculous, isn't it? Well, we had tickets, didn't we? I think we had tickets.
We did have
He
tickets.
cancelled, didn't he?
Yeah, we
originally?
had tickets for the tour he actually cancelled.
Yeah, because there was some. He didn't say what it was, but it was like a personal matter. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't think anybody's really understand. I think obviously family things, which is fine. But it's great to see him back.
Yeah.
It's great to see stand-up scene coming back.
Absolutely right.
Because
100%.
we do like a bit of comedy, don't we? I think we got tickets as well to see Alan Partridge. Well, actually, sorry, I've got tickets for Alan Partridge. I'll speak
He's
to
doing
you,
a show?
Next year, the Cardiff the CIA.
Oh, this is the show that you keep reminding me 15 times a
but
day.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
That sold out quite quickly, as you can imagine, with Coogan and Partridge. And I did secure some tickets with certain people associated with the show, but I've yet to see the colour of anybody's money. So if you want them, they're there. Because,
Do you know the mad thing? I don't like going to comedy.
Really?
Nah, because
it's like a busman's holiday.
Yeah,
I suppose,
exactly. So, I'm at the Glee the other day, and it's great seeing people, but you'd rather be backstage just chatting to people.
Yeah.
Because you see the acts all the time.
So where do you get your sort of inspiration and your comedy sort of ideas and your jokes from? Is it just like normal life?
Coming on to podcasts and listening to characters on podcasts. Yeah. That's what I do.
When you say you don't like comedy, I mean going to watch comedy.
Yeah.
That's very much like mine in his relationship. I don't like being
there. On November the 26th, he'll be on stage. I was with this swat on this podcast, kept calling me Leon.
And the other one tried to grind me on Ibiza.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
On the plane too, I think that.
And all he kept banging on about was young boys.
He said Jason Mohammed's going to be here.
Oh no, he'll definitely not let this one go out on air. So so it's great. It's great to be back. And I know we talked earlier on. You've got you're busy. You've got up and down the country again.
Yes,
so that's got to be good for you. Yeah.
It's nice to be. It's nice to be back out, and I do enjoy. Like just jumping on the train, going to London for the night, and then coming back.
If you're doing a marathon, you can run up to him.
Yeah, but that's only 23. I'm not doing gigs in Bridgend every week. Come on.
That's got to be hard, isn't it? I mean, London as well, because is it the comedy club in London? The big one.
Yeah, comedy store. Yeah.
I mean, I went there once, and there's a couple of people that you see come on before, and then you got some of the bigger sort of names that come on sort of at the end. But if you see so many people, and it's awkward sometimes, isn't it? Because if you die on stage, or if people ain't laughing, or if people are too drunk like they normally are, and they start shouting at you just for shouting's sake.
Again, that's what I do at you.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, he thinks he's the funniest man on the planet. So
he is.
Can you say? I reckon here's a challenge for you. Like, I reckon he claims to or professes to be the funniest man in Wales, right? Let's get him up on stage.
Yeah,
because you do this comedy the lineup thing that you did. With all new comedians and things like that.
I'll get him on.
Get him on.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You're not allowed to Google jokes, though. I've seen you Googling your jokes.
Yeah,
I'm watching you.
No, that's fine. No worries. I got my own stuff.
And you've heard how bad his Google jokes are, haven't you?
I know. But you're going to be he's fearless. He's prepared to die.
Yeah,
he's going to do it.
Oh, please let him die. Please.
Oh, brilliant.
So I mean, that's all we've got time for today. I mean, thank you so much, Leroy, for coming on.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
It's been really is a good one.
It has been good, yeah.
It has been good. Andy, Greg, obviously in the studio there listening to us, and I can see his shoulders giggling away every now and again. Stuart, who's got to put all this together.
Sorry about that, Stuart.
Sorry about that, Stuart. We are going to be planning more of these, so follow us on the normal sort of socials, Twitter, Abitablue, the website, www.abitablue.co.uk, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those sort of things. We have got some sponsorship opportunities, actually, because we did have some really good sponsors for the Eurotrust podcast. But if you want to promote your company or brand, then feel free to get in touch with us. We'll do that for you. Email it at info@abitablue.co.uk, and we'll do all sorts for you, won't we? And if you need any support doing your own podcast or website or social media stuff, then we've got some really good people behind us at the show.
We have indeed.
Who can do all that sort of thing for you. So that's it from us. Thanks very much, Leroy. Thank you, Andy. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.